tribute to Tim Lefsevsky and Maris Burton and their love. So we're going to do two songs. The first one, both on will be covers, and the first one is Ripple by the Grateful Dead. Did glow with the golden sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung. Would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. The thoughts are broken. Perhaps they're better left unsung. I don't know. Don't really care. Just let there be songs to fill the air. Ripple in still water when there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. Reach out your hand. If your cup be empty, if your cup is full, may it be again. Let it be known there is a fountain that was not made by the hands of men. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Ripple in still water when there is no pebble toss, no wind to blow. You choose to lead, must follow. But if you fall, then you fall alone. If you should stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. La da da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la di da da da, la da 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 da. And let there be songs to fill the air.
Cheers.
There you go. So the last time I saw Tim and Maris was down at a local brew pub, and we were having a beer, so I thought I'd have one more for them right here. Just wanted to say that Tim is like one of the coolest persons I ever known. I can't even talk, sorry. He's one of the coolest persons I ever knew, and especially I think that's embodied in Occupy South Carolina. That was some cool stuff. So we're missing a very important person, not as much as Maris is, but we are. So with all our love to you, Maris, and to Tim out there in the universe. So this is one that we used to play at the end of a lot of our shows, and I think Tim and Maris liked it. So. Pray to God that I see headlights. Well, I made it down the coast in only 17 hours, and I'm looked a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. Just rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, anyway. Hey, mama, rock me. Just rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Well, I'm running from the cold up in New England. I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, those North Country winds started getting me down. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. But I ain't a turning back, living that old life no more. No, no, just to rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Just to rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. I'm headed down to south, right out of Roanoke. Called a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long tow. But he's headed west to the Cumberland Gap, to Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, well, at least I will die free. Mama, rock
love you so much.
Here's a toast to Maris and Tim. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
All right, great song for Tim and Maris. If I were a carpenter, you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby? If a miller was my trade on the mill wheel grinding, would you miss your colored boxes, all the shoes are shining? Babe, I saved my love for loneliness, saved my love for sorrow. Let me give you my loneliness, give you tomorrow. I'll give you my loneliness, let me give you your tomorrow. Work my hands in wood, you still want me? Answer me, baby, yes I would hold you above me. If I were a tinker on the mill wheel grinding, miss your color box, soft shoes, shining. Oh, babe, I saved my love and loneliness, saved my love and sorrow. Oh, I gave you my own. I give you my loneliness, won't you give me your tomorrow? If I were a carpenter, you were a lady. Would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby?
Thank you, Tom Law, as we switch directions.
Let's get lost in the woods. Let's get back to our roots. Let's return to the wild in our hearts. Let's get out of our skin. Find a way to begin. Let's get lost in the woods. It's a start. Climb a mountain in France. Walk the Appian Way. Dance a cave dweller's dance in a cave. Seize the right kind of day. Wanderlust from within. Throw extra pieces away and drink. Let's get lost in the woods. Let's get back to our roots. Let's return to the wild in our hearts. Let's get out of our skin. Find a way to begin. Let's get lost in the woods. It's a start. Let's get in a fight. Lose ourselves in the night. Cast a spell by the fire and dream. View the earth from afar. Trap it in glass. You'll know it's special because it won't last. Let's get lost in the woods. Let's get back to our roots. Let's return to the wild in our hearts. Let's get out of our skin. Find a way to begin. Let's get lost in the woods. It's a start. Let's get lost in the woods. Let's get back to the earth. Tunnel deep underground and sleep.
Long Distance Love is a Lowell George song sung here by Carrie Scollon. It's something that we're all feeling right now, is that we're having to keep the love going, but it's going from long distance. We changed a word or two to make it a little more relevant at the times. Those who know the song could probably figure out where.
I said, oh, I need him so. You gotta stop your bleeding. And no matter what I do, even pray to heaven above, glad to hear the news. Help wanted, but not enough. You know these times are getting rough. And no matter what I do, even bread in heaven above, all I ever get from you is long distance love. So pretty, and you're not so sweet. I wonder, do you know we miss you so? No matter what I do, even bread in heaven above, all I ever get from you is long distance love. No matter what I do, even bread in heaven above, all I ever get from you is long distance love. Long distance love.
Here's the state of Dick and W. Here's to the state of Dick and W. For underneath their borders, the devil draws no lines. From Colombia to Afghanistan, nameless bodies you will find. All throughout the world, they have hid 1,000 crimes. And the calendar is lying when it reads the present time. Oh, here's to the land you torn out the heart of. George Bush, find yourself another country to be part of. And here's to the wars of Dick and W. They justify atrocities with intransparent lies. They talk of liberation while oil's their true prize. They sleep well at night while from their bombs a child dies. They're too arrogant to hear when the entire world cries. Oh, here's to the land you torn out the heart of. George Bush, find yourself another country to be part of. And here's to the schools of Dick and W, where they make the children take the test that George would surely flunk. The overcrowded classroom put the teachers in a funk. College scholarships are hard to find unless you learn to dunk. And the lunches that they feed the kids are sugary, greasy junk. Oh, here's to the land you torn out the heart of. George Bush, find yourself another country to be part of. And here's to the churches of Dick and W and Franklin Graham, where the cross once made of silver now is caked with rust. And the Sunday morning sermons pander to their lust. All the fallen face of Jesus is choking in the dust. And heaven only knows in which God they can trust. Oh, here's to the land you torn out the heart of. George Bush, find yourself another country to be part of. And here's to the pretzels of George Bush. Eating while watching football is not that hard to do. All you've got to do is to remember how to chew. Perhaps memories of your end-run friends have got a hold of you. All your shady business dealings would turn anybody blue. Here's to the land you torn out the heart of. George Bush, find yourself another country to be part of. And here's to the elections of George Bush, where access to the candidates reserved for those who pay. Money's what determines who's allowed to play. Even turns to his own brother to keep the people's will away. But corruption's a family value in the Bush family way. Oh, here's to the land you torn out the heart of. George Bush, find yourself another country to be part of. And here's to the Vice President Dick Cheney. When danger confronts the land, he runs away to hide. He feels he can't do anything without polluters by his side. The country's minor interest, Halliburton's his real pride. America won't be safe until this criminal is tried. Whoa, here's to the land you torn out the heart of. George Bush, find yourself another country to be part of. And here's to the government of Dick and W. In the swamp of their incompetence, they're always bogging down. And criminals are posing as advisors to the crown. They hope that no one hears the sights and no one sees the sounds. And the peaches of the president are the ravings of a clown. Oh, here's to the land you've torn out the heart of. George Bush, find yourself another country to be part of. Oh, here's to the land you've torn out the heart of. Dick Cheney, find yourself another country to be part of. Oh, here's to the land you've torn out the heart of. Condoleezza Rice, find yourself another country to be part of. Oh, here's to the land you've torn out the heart of. Donald Rumsfeld, find yourself another country to be part of.
This one here that we're going to sing is called This Too Shall Pass, and it just kind of speaks to our transient nature here, and sort of the interconnectedness of everything around our lives. Things change fast, but this too shall pass. Better carve it on your forehead, better etch it on your glass, 'cause who can tell when the clock strikes 12 if today's become tomorrow, if it's all just gone to hell. My friend makes rings, she swirls and sings. She's a mystic in the sense that she's still mystified by things, but scared to ask. How can nothing seem to last? 'Cause like a cancer in your body, it all just goes too fast. We think too big. We think ourself is one whole thing, and we claim that this collection has a name and is a being, but deep inside, when every cell divides, what sets upon the rule that state self-interest is divine. And cancer too lives by this golden rule that you must do unto the others as the others unto you, all for the best. 'Cause it's all that life accepts, and so we kill it like a buffalo, with awe and with respect. God, just holler at the sky, 'cause she'll tell it to you plainly in the clouds that whisper by, and praise the shapes, then praise the way they change. They'll teach you not to pray to light without you pray to rain. So I pray to hands, and I pray to needs, and I pray to blades of grass to find forgiveness in the weeds. But as for health, I just never did believe, so I never prayed myself, except to those that prayed for me. I was told there was a king that always felt too high, and then he fell too low, and so he called all the wise men to the hall, and he begged them for a gift to end the rises and the falls. But here's the thing, they came back with a ring. It was simple and was plainly unbefitting of a king, engraved in black. Well, it had no front or back, but there were words around the band.
Hello, Maris. Hope you can see my video. I just wanted to say I'm very sorry for your loss and both of your families, and for the world's loss, quite frankly. And I wanted to send you a song to every fiber of your being for you to find some peace. I'm in love with the rhythm of you, and all it brings me to. I stumble in the dark, whoa, I'm in love with your artful heart and the way it breaks apart. Try to lay out, tearing me in the dark. Whoa, should we be near? Was clear. Should we be loud? There's a lot of things to talk about. Should we be near? Should we be loved? Should we be on? Yeah, the on. The on. Yeah,
Hello, my name is Julia and I live in Colombia. I've been in Colombia since 2013, and around that time is when I first met Tim. When I started graduate school at the University of South Carolina, I started looking for groups that were really showing up for causes that I believe in, and I learned about Food Not Bombs. I started coming to Finley Park on Sundays, and almost every Sunday without fail, I saw this couple with a big white van and a lot of energy. And I was impressed and deeply moved when I found out that both Maris and Tim for over 12 years had been showing up almost every single Sunday to Finley Park to confront something that is not easy to look at. The way our society, the way our fellow human beings, and maybe even if we're very honest, we ourselves allow and don't want to look at homelessness and the neglect that we experience and bring to ourselves and then to other people, and how that shows up in the world. And so again, I was deeply moved to see that there were Maris and Tim and so many people who year after year, week after week, whatever the weather or circumstance, made a commitment to show up and confront these questions of what it means to live in a world where when people are hungry, there is food, and also to ask larger questions about what relationship and community really is. That was my introduction to Tim. And as so many people have already shared here today, we know that Food Not Bombs was just a small part of how he used his life energy to really show up in the world and for the world. Instead of a poem, what I'd like to offer us in this moment is a moment of questioning and a pause in language. I'm inspired to do this by a couple of different traditions. I'm inspired to do this by Tim himself, who, again, showed up in so many different places in so many different ways, whether it was Indivisible Midlands, Food Not Bombs, the South Carolina Progressive Network, hiking the Appalachian Trail, and I'm sure being a present, loving partner to Maris and so many of us, his friends and family who are here today. I also paused thinking about a particular tradition that is particular to my lineage, or half of my lineage, in certain traditions of Judaism. When we are in a period of mourning, there are requests to cover all of the mirrors for a period of days in order to reflect more deeply on the inner and unseen world around us. We are asked when meeting immediate family members of people who are in mourning to be sure not to speak first, but to listen. If you are like me, we want to say and do the right thing, the thing that will bring comfort, the thing that will ease the sorrow and pain, and most of all, the thing that will prevent unnecessary pain and suffering and death. Sometimes, before we say anything or do anything, what is most needed is to pause and listen. And if the people who are grieving want to speak, we listen to everything they have to say. And if the people who are most immediate, the immediate family, doesn't want to speak, we allow that silence. I believe that this is a lesson not just in a time of honoring the life and the passing from earth to another space of a remarkable human being like Tim, but I believe there's a lesson in this for the way we walk every day. And so I invite you now to pause where you are, lower your eyes if it feels comfortable for you, bring awareness to your posture. Relax your shoulders. Notice if your hands are clenched shut, and if they are, invite them to open. Maybe place them on the tops of your knees. and let us breathe together for a minute or so. If thoughts occur to you, if images come, don't fight them away. Just gently invite your attention back to the in and the out breath. Our bodies know how to breathe. We don't have to say the right thing or do anything. Our body knows. Notice your tongue and relax the tongue if it is tense. As we continue to walk with each other, as we continue to hold and love each other and Maris and everyone who had the honor of being close to Tim Laszewski, let us continue to ask for guidance in how we show up for each other and to honor Tim's legacy by showing up for each other the way that he showed up for us and so many in the world.
Hi, I'm Meira Warshauer, and this is dedicated to Maris and Tim, in memory of Tim, and with love for Maris. And I want to share a video that came out of an experience I had with a tree in 1991 on the campus of Bryn Mawr College, where I was teaching at a Jewish retreat, and happened to be outside one afternoon davening the mincha, the afternoon service, and afterwards I turned around and saw this amazing beech tree, like huge beech tree, and I kind of went over there. I don't know what motivated me, but somehow this question came up, like I looked up and said, "Do you have a song for me?" I was teaching a class about Jewish texts related to the environment and music, making music from that. So I just thought, maybe this tree has something to share. And I heard this amazing chant on the word ahava, which means love in Hebrew. And it goes like this. Ahava, ahava, and it felt like the tree was just like emanating love, like to me and to all of us. And then it kind of felt like all the trees were emanating love and all of creation was emanating love. And I just thought of Maris and Tim and your love for each other, and how the Jewish tradition says that when someone passes, that the soul knows no bounds. So you can feel the presence on the spiritual level of the person everywhere. And I was just thinking that to bless Maris, to experience Tim's love in everything, in the trees, all of creation, wherever you go throughout life, that you'll always have Tim at your side and know of his love. So after this intro, I want to share with you the chant that we performed at Beth Shalom in February. Janet Hopkins is singing, and she's a wonderful mezzo at USC. I'm playing piano, and Bob Jesselson is playing cello, and the people who had gathered for this service of Tu B'Shvat, which is the celebration of the trees in the Jewish calendar, the New Year for the trees. So we all singing Ahava together. And those of you who have joined in for this celebration of Maris and Tim, go ahead and sing Ahava along with Janet and the congregation there, the people there, and just know that I'm sending this with love for you.
That was a heavy block. How's everybody? Maris, you okay?
I'm good. I'm good. It was heavy and heavy.
So
and
we're
beautiful.
nearing the end. I can't hear you.
I said that was beautiful. It was heavy and beautiful. You can't hear me.
Unmute.
I can hear her.
I'm unmuted, Julia. I think you can't hear me. Yeah. That was beautiful and heavy, and the trees. Whenever Tim and I were in the woods, he liked to quote from the Lorax, because the Lorax spoke for the trees.
And that hit us.
Yeah.
I believe our next presenter is Al Black. I don't know where Julia went, but Al, you should be able to unmute yourself.
I did.
You have a peanut gallery of fans over at Bruce's house, and Danielle, people are raising the roof. Raising the roof for Al Black, everybody.
Well, that's nice. Carol and I have been down south now for 11.5 years, and for that whole time, every so often you go somewhere and you would see Maris and Tim, whether it's music or something going on at the State House or some other event. And so seeing Maris and Tim was part of what Columbia is for us, us Northerners that are haven't been down here very long. I'm going to read a poem. I'm going to start with an epigraph. The epigraph is by Thomas Merton, who's a Trappist monk, a theologian, a poet, a social activist, who many say was probably killed by the CIA for his anti-war protests and movement in the 60s. This is his quote. Our job is to love others without stopping to inquire whether or not they are worthy. That is not our business. And in fact, it is nobody's business. What we are asked to do is love. And this love itself will render both ourselves and our neighbors worthy. Again, that was Thomas Merton. If you haven't heard of Thomas Merton, you should Google him. I wrote a poem because that's what I was asked to do, obviously. And it's called For Tim. How do you remember a partner, a lover, a father, brother, son, a social activist, a mentor, a coach, a friend, a layman monk walking a spiritual path with practical feet, passionate about music, art, and nature? Today was to be a wedding. Somehow, it still is. When I heard of your release into the Shimata of love, Columbia felt cold. I always expect you to quietly appear, no grand entrance, somewhere smiling, the two of you, Maris and Tim. One of the reasons we live in Columbia. How does this happen? This unexpected passing, the unfairness of it all. We will always ask. This pandemic was somewhere else, in some hospital room with someone praying, with everyone praying. Not at home. Your lover sleeping upstairs, unaware you were dying. Maybe this is how it was always supposed to be. No one fussing at your bedside, you up alone, not bothering anyone. We will remember you. Not the marching, not the organizing, not the meals you cooked for the homeless, but for how you made us feel. Your gentleness, kindness, and concern. A lion roaring in the wilderness of love. Thank you.
You guys, can you hear me? All right. That was beautiful, Al. And I'm glad that was on record for all eternity. And you'll have that, Maris. We're going to send you the whole recording at some point. We have a couple more songs. Just one from my group to kind of lift us up a little bit. And then we'll have something from the Progressive Network that is really neat to watch with the final words from Maris. I am really impressed and have learned more about Tim than I ever expected. And to see everybody here in his honor and memory, Maris, he was well loved and so were you. And I hope you feel that. And I hope that today's events have shown that and you've not been alone today. So here's a song called People Need Music. I'm going to see if I can get it together. And it's neat how the music and the a lot of progressive movements have taken place through music and how they all go together. So here we go. And then just a couple more pieces.
All right, this is our second song, People Need Music, and it's one that I wrote with a little help from Barton here, and definitely speaks to what we're doing right now, because music is definitely healing, and it brings us together. And Meira and all the family and friends, I hope that today has been healing, and that this song means as much to you as it does to us.
Nobody wonders you're so confusing. Let your hair down.
We're sending you all our love. Yes. And everybody out there. I'm glad to do this for you, your family. You know, one thing we all need, besides each other, is music. Music, people need music. Music, people need music. Music, people need music.
We have come too far, we can't turn around. We'll flood the streets with justice, we are freedom bound.
We have come too far, can't turn
Come too far,
We'll
we
flood the
can't
streets with
turn
justice,
around.
we are
We'll flood the streets with come too far, we
We'll
can't
flood the streets
turn
with
around.
justice,
We'll flood the streets with justice, we are freedom bound.
We are
Come too far,
We'll flood the
and
streets
turn
with
around.
justice.
We'll flood the streets with justice. We are freedom bound. Tim Leszewski, presente. Bobby Maris.
Brett, oh my God, you guys just killed me. Sara, thank you. So you guys are just too much. And this is Tim's family. Not all of them are still on the screen. They had to go places, but that's Tom holding little grandnephew and his mom and cousins Josh and Mike and David and Sara in the back, and Michael and Kelly and Stephen, George and Laureen, right? And Uncle Wally is the man off to the side. Thank you, Julia. Oh my gosh, this has been so amazing, so much bigger, more powerful than I ever imagined. This might even have been better than the wedding, except that Tim's not here to enjoy it. That's the part that sucks about this, because he would have loved this. Aaron, Rebecca, Amber, I love you. I see you out there. You are so special and loved. Tim loved you so much. I'm sorry he's not here with us, but carry him in your heart. He's loved us, and he's with us, and all those lessons live on. And he lives with us through our good deeds, through the love that you share with each other. And like Julia Dawson said, oh my God, Julia, where did you get those words? You're like, God speaking through you, holy smokes, for us to love each other and to keep carrying on. I can't remember everything you said. I hope it's written down, but it was beautiful. Thank you. If you saw me looking off to my left, my sister Barbara is sitting here on the couch with me. We, shared tears. She's hugging, she's clapping. She's a much faster typist than I am, so she got her comments up on the screen usually 10 minutes before mine ever showed up. But I don't even know what else to say other than, like, I almost don't want this to end. I want to, wish we could all go in someone's backyard and party on the rest of the night here. But I will tell you, and I'm putting it on record, that next year, it's going to be May 22nd, is going to be our potluck memorial remembrance for Tim. and everybody's invited. There is no size limit, except for the Blue Moon venue may have a 200 top. So the first 200 people in, bring a potluck. You will get details. And Julia and the Progressive Network and the Peace Resource Center don't know it, but we are going to co-host, as soon as I talk with Mayor Steve Benjamin, a Peace Day in Finley Park next year, hopefully coronavirus notwithstanding, on March 27th. It'll be the day before the Tim died. But an opportunity for people who don't know about all of these amazing organizations that we have in Columbia, in our little rinky-dink city, like the Carolina Peace Resource Center, Progressive Network, Every Black Girl Matters, Vivian, we hear you. Oh my gosh, there's so many nonprofits that I'm going to forget the name of, but of course, Indivisible Midlands and all the other wonderful works that are out there. There's a place for you. There's a place for you to find your tribe, whether it's the environment, it's healthcare, it's politics, it's people, it's equality, disability rights. That's where my heart started and still lives. Be there, be involved. And like I said, I think on the night of Tim died, what can we do? Lift yourselves in song, lift others in song, and go out there and pick up some trash. Clean up your neighborhood, just outside your front door. And we will all be together again soon. I love you so much, and thank you to my family. All of you are family. Abby, Barbara, Doug, Rob, Daniel, you guys, Wendy, we're with you. I love you.
So here's one final song that Maris requested in video. And this will be the end of the event today. So happy we could be a part of it, and appreciate everyone that sent in their submissions. You may leave at any time as we start this final video. And I hope you'll all be released.
Turn it up, turn it up.
They say everything can be replaced. They say the distance is not near. So I remember everything of every man who put me here. I spend my life from the west to the east.
Say every man needs protection. They say that every man must fall. But I swear I see my reflection somewhere, somehow.